Right, so one of the activities you're going to need to do is to create a level formwork for some concrete. As per the activity sheet, this is the formwork. It's just a square bit of timber, right? And we need to put a concrete block that's 2 metres away from this the retaining wall. We want the concrete to be 2 metres away from the retaining wall. All right. So you're going to need a few tools. You're going to need some star pickets. You're going to need an impact driver with a driver bit. You're going to need a level. And you're going to need a hammer, and you're also going to need a tape measure. Now, because it's 2 metres from the wall, what we want to do is we want to set this up first to be approximately 2 metres from the wall. 170, 2 metres. Now there's 2 metres. Now don't make the mistake of putting the timber here, because you want the concrete to be 2 metres from the wall, right? Not the edge of the timber. So we need to make sure that that's 2 metres away from the wall there. Then, using your star pickets and my screws, now this is the hole I'm going to use to drill into, so I want to make sure I get this fairly low. And this is going to be my first screw here. Ah, come on, get in there. It's not working for me. It's that one. Now we want to make sure it's level. At the moment it's not quite level, so now we need to hit another one in. Oops. There's my little hole there. Screw it. Now, if the bubble is on the left side, it means it's too high on this side. So I might push it down a bit. There, it's level there. That's level there. Next, we need to do this way. Get a screw, a couple of star pickets. There's a hole here. Oh, that one's quite deep, isn't it? Now we want to make sure it's level this way. The bubble's too high on this side, which means I've got to bring this up, so that's too low. That's a bit better. If I knock this down a bit. But you're going to need to make it level. Where's my screws? Here they are. That's still level there. How's that? That's perfectly level. So I'll put a screw in there. So you need to show me that it's level from corner to corner, which it is, and from corner to corner, which it is. Okay? That's the task. All right, for the next activity, what we want to determine is the height of the bench tops and the seat using the staff. Now you'll be using the optical level, the dumpy. So first of all, what you need to do is extend this out and through the optical level, take a reading of where this bottom sits. Because this is the datum down here. This is the reference point. So you're going to take a measurement of here with using this. Then you're going to lift it up and you're going to take another reading. So whatever this reading is. Okay? When you get this reading, you need to subtract this reading from that reading to determine the height from the bench top down to the floor. The next one is the bench top. You need to take a reading of the bench top. Right? Once again, once you've got this reading, you need to subtract this reading from the reading you've had on the floor to determine the height of the bench top. That's this activity for the bench top activity. Alright, so next we need to take the laser level of the slope. Behind us is a slope, right? And we've got the laser level on, and as you know, it should be self-leveling. So if we turn this doovalaki on, if I put this up and down, alright, so that will beep. So what we need to do is we need to attach this to the staff. Alright, and then we're going to take a reading. Now remembering we're doing a slope reading this time. So what you'll need to do is at the grate, take a reading. So for example, if I wind this up, that's level there, yeah? So the reading here will be, right, 1.10, 1.105, 10, 15, I would say 16. Okay? You need to record that in your book. Alright, so you record that. So you take a reading here. Next, 10 steps. So all you're going to do is do 10 steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this should be approximately 10 meters. And then once again, using this, take a reading. Yep. There. Once again, take the reading, record it in your readings book, all right? You need to subtract one from the other, and we want to find out the slope. So what we want to do is find out how far this slopes every metre, because for drainage and gutters and stuff, you need to have a slope. So whatever the difference is, you need to divide it by 10, and that'll give you, for every 1 metre across, for every 1 metre across, it comes up a certain amount, and that'll give you a slope. You're on. Alright, so what we need to do is we want to make this level. This is a straight edge, alright? And at the moment, it's not level. Alright, it's too high on the left-hand side. So what we're going to need to do is we need to calculate, and how are we going to make this level? See, the bubble has come up and now it is level. Right? But we need to calculate that. How are we going to do that? How you're going to do that is by this. Using the laser level. Using the laser level, you'll need to take a reading. Now I haven't got the laser level going because it's going to be with my ears too much, but you should have an idea. In your bit of paper, take a reading, put it on the very end. Okay, put it on the very end, take your reading, whatever that is. Write it down on your bit of paper in the boxes that are on your activity sheets. So once you've got that one, The same here. Take a reading at this level. Whatever this level will be, it'll come down a bit. It'll be a lower measurement because this is higher. So whatever this measurement is here, and this measurement is here, you need to deduct the difference. So it might end up being something like 180. Now, once you've got that difference, the difference in height, what you'll need to do is you'll need to cut a piece of timber. And I'm going to estimate that that's about 180 millimeters in difference. So that's from there to there. Okay? Now, using the square on here, you want to square this off. Okay? And next what we need to do is we need to cut our piece of timber. So, putting it over the sawhorse, what you'll need to do is one knee up on the line, put your thumb here, and starting at the back, come back 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You've created a bit of a groove. Don't cut like this. This is a panel saw. It's designed to rip through, so you've got to cut down. If you go like this, you're going to be pushing it like this. You've got to be pushing it down. So push it down. Put my knee on it. So this is my piece, this is my 180. So what we need to do here is I'm going to put it on here. Now I haven't calculated it, but you need to show me that that is level. That's pretty good, but it's not dead level, right? It still needs to, it's still too high on this side. Okay, let's see if I push it along here a bit. Does that change it a bit, Mr. Bannister?
That makes it spot on, sir.
So that made it spot on, right? So that's how it needs to be. Spot on. Oops. So you need to take a reading, 2 readings, deduct the difference. The difference will be whatever that measurement is. Cut a piece of timber, put in here, show me that it's level. Okay, that's your activity.
Go.
Alright, so this is about doing a water level or levelling around a corner. We cannot use the laser level and cannot use the optical level because we can't look around corners. We're going to be using a water level. Now this is just a clear plastic tube. Right, now as you can see, the water's at different levels because there's actually airlocks in there. So these plugs are creating airlocks. So what we need to do is if I pull these plugs out, it'll get rid of the airlock and the water will find its own level. Okay, now you need to be careful, and when you're working with your partner you need to communicate with each other when to pull the plug out, because if one pulls it up too high it's going to make the water spill out the other side. So what we need to do is you need to coordinate with your partner, and we're going to try and make a level line around the corner here. Now using a bit of masking tape, put a bit of masking tape at about eye level. Right, at about eye level. And then using a pencil, let me get my pencil out, draw a line. Alright, that's our line. We want this to be level around to the other side. So what we'll need to do is get your partner to come over here. Partner, come over here. Right, and he grabs the other end. And he's going to go around and he's going to put a bit of masking tape approximately at the same height as this, at about eye level. And he's going to put it up and down. Right? Now this is where you need to talk to each other. I'm going to place it here. Now partner, can you place it up? Has he got it up? Like that? Can you pull out your plug please? Right, now if we look over here, my water level is here, so partner you need to go up down a little bit please. No, up a little bit. Up a bit more. Up a bit more. Probably another inch. Bit more, another half an inch. A bit more again. Bit more again. Bit more again. Bit more. About there, about there. Just hold it there, partner, please. Now we can see that this line. So, partner, can you mark that off, please? That's the spot it needs to be. Have you marked it?
Yes.
All right, put the plug back in so we don't spill water everywhere. Plug in. Plug in. Beautiful. That's the mark there, is it?
That's the mark there, sir.
Right, now what we want to do is we want to check to make sure that it's level. So we want to put some tape on the corner. And then with your partner, Mr. Partner, hold that. Put the straight edge on the level mark there. Put this level here. Now that's level from that point there to that point there. So with a pencil, I'm going to mark it over here like this. All right, so that's my mark. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make sure that it's level from there. Which side are we in? The top or the bottom? The top. So I've got it level there. It's on the mark there, and look at that. Spot on level. So that's how you create a level line around a corner. You need to show me you can do that. Okay? Now once you've completed the task, and I've okayed it to say that you can actually do the activity, please take the tape off and throw it in the bin, because the next group have to do their own lines. No cheating. Thank you.